Hello everyone, General Hand Grenade, welcome back to the War Room. We are still in the winter of 1916. So it's Japan's turn, but before I get to that, I got a couple of housekeeping things. So one was here in Finland. Tim forgot to roll the defender's dice. So it was only one round attack, right? But he went in there and he failed to get it. So just got to roll this guy, but also he did take out Crimea. And big mistake by me. I left the ships in port here, as you can see. So I've got to roll these ships, and you'll see what happens here. They could either be scuttled or stolen by the the nation that captured the territory, or they could remain Ukrainian. We'll see. Let's get to the guy in Finland first, though, southern Finland. So the defender, he is rolling at a 4. And missed. Okay, everything's going to stay the same there. Everybody stays the same. So let me just grab the handy dandy reference sheet here. Here, I'll just give you a quick look here, show you where you can find it, so you don't have to scroll all the way through the rule book. So I put it in here on the terrain reference sheet on the last page. This stuff isn't really about terrain, but I kind of thought that maybe it would be handy to put it somewhere in the reference sheet, so I put it on the terrain one. Anyway, so here, if you're in port, 1 to 3 captured by the attacking nation, 4 to 8 scuttled, removed from the game, and 9 to 12 escape. The naval units slip out of port and past any existing blockade, moving up to their maximum movement range. So let's do that. Okay, here let's just grab these ships. Okay. So I'll just put them right here. So let's go for the submarine first. Okay. So the sub. And 3. I think that's captured. Yeah, okay. So this is going to be Russian. We'll just put the Russian ones over here. And then we'll go for the transport. And 11. That's going to be Ukrainian. We'll put that over here. Okay. And 12, that's going to be Ukrainian. Sorry, I forgot to mention, I'm just going down the row here. So the Ukrainians get the cruiser. Okay, and the destroyer, the torpedo boat destroyer 4. That is scuttled, I believe. Let me just make sure. Yeah, 4 to 8, that's scuttled. So there you go. All right, well, Tim got himself a free transport, or sorry, submarine. Here, let me just grab one. I'm not in a hurry, are you? Okay, there we go. Okay. So I'll let him decide whether he wants to put it in port or not. Nobody's going to be able to attack it anyway. It's a submarine, right? So here he goes. He's going to go here. And the Ukrainians, where are they? Oh, where did I put them? There they are. Okay. So they're just going to go in the C zone here. There we go. Okay. Let's get rid of this book here. And we are on to the Japanese turn. So a random event was pulled at the beginning of this turn. And what it said was that it gave you instructions if Japan was allied, and it gave you instructions if Japan was Central Powers. And this was the key phrase. You have to read things very closely. So it said, if the Central Powers Japan can't do one of these actions, then they must pay 3 IPP to the bank. Now, I wish I could just pay 3 IPP to the bank because I'm not really ready to do what I want to do. But it says I must. So to me, that says that I have to do one of the 3 things. And the one was convoy raid, one was declare war on one of the major powers, and one was engage in a naval battle. like attack a territory or engage in a naval battle. I think that's what it was. But anyway, the thing is, it said that I had to do that if I could, and I can, so I'm going to have to do that. And so knowing that, what I've purchased is 2 infantry, a submarine, and I finished off the 2 cruisers. They were both on stage 2, so that's 3, 6, 12, and 6 is 18. And that's all of the Japanese money. I'd saved a little bit last time, and I rolled well too for the wartime economy. Anyway, so let's move on. Before I do though, Japan, they had a major earthquake this morning. I'm not sure what the result of that was. I know there was a bit of a tsunami too. So hope you guys are doing okay over there. I just thought I'd mention that because I'm playing Japan today. So, you know, it's one of those things. Anyway, let's go for improved construction. I'm at stage 2 right now, and I'm going to need a 7. And I missed. Okay. Now, I have to do one of those actions that I said. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to come down here with the cruiser and the 2 pre-dreads and the 2 transports and these guys here, the 2 infantry and the 2 artillery, and they're going to attack right here, Kwang Tung. They're going up this way here. And then these guys, there's 2 submarines, and there's 1, 2, 1, 2. These submarines are going to go after the Chinese boats. I think these guys are going to come down here as well with this, even though they're not part of the amphibious assault. They're going to come down here. They don't want to take part in the naval battle. They want the submarines to take care of it. You know what? Let's leave one of the torpedo boats up here. Should I? Yeah, see, this isn't what I wanted to do, eh? It's forced my hand to go earlier than I wanted to. I thought I had one more turn, and that's why I did my purchases in the last turn the way I did. You know what? I'm just going to do it. Okay, let's put that guy down there. So 3 submarines and a coastal submarine going against those Chinese boats. I don't really have to attack them if I don't want to, but I'm going to anyway. Okay. Here we go. So, let's go with the landing shots. We got 2 coastal, not coastal defense ships. I got my games mixed up. That's 36. 2 pre-dreads and a cruiser. So 2 at 3 and 1 at 2. Here we go. And oh, I got it. Look at that. I got the 3. That's good because, you know, 1 hit and my stuff wouldn't have been getting off the boats there because it would have been double casualties. That's why I'm saying I wish that I didn't have to go now. I was planning on bringing my naval infantry down right now. And I couldn't go through. I couldn't go through here and then down to here and do an amphibious assault because when you do a screening force, that's where the amphibious assault has to take place, is in this sea zone, and I wanted to attack from this sea zone. So anyway, okay, now because I've done that, I've taken a territory. That means that the Americans go up by 1, and also because I've declared war on China, that means America goes up by 4. So America's up at 30 right now. That takes them to 35 in their income. So unless Bob rolls another 1, which is unlikely because that would be 3 in a row, then unless he rolls a 1, then he'll be at war, or at wartime income anyway. He doesn't mean he's automatically at war. He's still got to declare war or do what he wants. He's got 3 options there, right? Okay. So submarines. All my subs are going to be first strike. So this 3 at 2, no, 3 at 3, sorry, and 1 at 2. Let's see, which one should we use? Let's use the gray dice again because he's got gray tips on him. So there we go. These are all first strike, and they're going against a torpedo boat and a cruiser. Looking for a hit on first strike. 1, and that's a targeted hit. That makes a difference, right? So I'm going to target the cruiser, of course, and he is not going to get to shoot at me. That means it's his turn, and he's got a destroyer. And he gets a hit. Okay, so I'm going to take off the coastal sub. Now, it's winter time, and if this was a land battle, then it would be over. But for naval battles, you can go 2 rounds. So I'm going to go again. I've got 3 subs, and there's no more first strike, so I'll just roll them all together. 3 subs against a destroyer. And 2 and 2, so we each lose 1. Okay. So that means I take that battle with 2 subs, and I was going to say I won a naval battle and killed one of his cruisers, so I get to a diplomacy roll, but Japan doesn't take part in diplomacy, so that's not going to happen. Anyway, let's go over to the board here again. As you can see, I've got this, and I get to put a Japanese pie on the board for the first time. How about that? I feel like a big shot. Is that territory worth anything? Oh, it is too. Nice. Okay. I'm not even sure what the Chinese income is at. I just trust Bob is taking the right amount of money. But I do want to take it for myself. So I can adjust his after I figure it out. That's up to 13 now for Japan. And what's going on here? Why do I... Oh, this guy's here. That's what it is. I was wondering why that guy was out in the middle of the ocean. Okay. Yeah, this is all done, isn't it? There's nothing more that I can do up here. Okay. So I'm going to put my stuff on. I'm going to put 2 infantry in Tokyo, bringing that up to 4 infantry and a militia. And then I'm going to put my 2 cruisers and sub in this sea zone right here. This is P15. 2 cruisers and a sub. And there we go. So I've got a wartime economy roll. I'm already at 13 IPP, and I didn't save any this time. So let's get a good one here. Here we go. Oh, and 4. That's not too bad. So 13 plus 4 is 17. Okay, I'll take it. There we go. And that is my turn. Looking around just to make sure. Yeah, there's nothing else left to do. The other stuff hasn't changed. So I've still got. Oops. Let me just kill everybody in Australia first. Okay, I've got 4 infantry militia, and 4 naval infantry. And you've seen these guys move before, and you've seen those guys get placed. I've got guys here. Everything's been like it was since the beginning of the game. But the Chinese are now at war with Japan. And America is at 35 IPP peacetime income. So take care, everyone. General Hand Grenade out.